OpenAI just released GPT Turbo and also GPTs. And I know most of the time when it comes to updates, you have to be like Codemaster 999 to be able to take advantage of everything. But today I want to take a closer look at how everyday users can kind of use these updates for their everyday life. All right, so the first thing you can see, ChatGPT is now different in their homepage. Normally, you would have to kind of select what type of a version you want to use. All that is put together now. So if you take a closer look to your left side, you can see GPT-4 now includes DALL-E, browsing, and analysis. And I do believe this is where the strength comes with this new platform. So my first prompt I have here, I asked, hey, look, I want to make breakfast, but something that will take like 10 minutes tops. Can you give me a random recipe to make? And after, just to help me understand the ingredients, can you make pictures with all the ingredients? So here I'm taking a closer look at GPT-4, their text version, but then I also want to incorporate DALL-E. So it gives me kind of a scrambled egg recipes with diced bell peppers, shredded cheese, diced onions. And right after that, it actually gave me an image, right? And the image is not perfect, but we can see bell peppers here, eggs, we can see the cheese, the milk. I don't see olive oil, I can see the salt. So I do believe this is a great way and a great introduction of what you can do with this. And maybe if you are creating, let's say, a food channel, this is a great way to kind of start it off and have already a lot of content. Obviously, you can refine this even further to make it even better. Now I wanted to do another one. So for those that are not familiar, I do have another YouTube channel where I talk about the finance market. So I was like, hey, look, can you give me some trending topics? Then can you summarize that? Next, can you make that summarization into a text file? Finally, can you create a thumbnail to use? So here we can see it was searching the web. It gave me summarizations of different articles. It even provided with citations. Then it gave me kind of a download file to use to get that text file. And then finally, it gave me a creative thumbnail to use for the blog article. So next, another popular topic I am seeing online on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, is where you're actually drawing a picture and the picture could be horrible. I'm going to just tell ChatGPT that, hey, look, my 2-year-old, even though I don't have a 2-year-old, drew this, and can you bring it to life? But before I show you my amazing art style and my amazing art skills, if you guys haven't, make sure to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So if you can help me, I would truly appreciate it, right? So it actually gave me it used vision to see what it was, and then it gave me a better image out of it. So I do believe there's a lot of great things you can do for this. Let's say you are maybe you want to create comics but you can't draw. Maybe you can draw rough sketches of what you want your comics to be, and then you can use the power of ChatGPT to go from it and just give it an art style. Now while I was doing this, I also had another idea. I'm like, hey, I didn't practice it, but what if I ended up drawing maybe a business plan of some potential idea? I can use vision to kind of bring that business plan to life. I can kind of use the web solution to be able to search for other ways to bring that business. How is it possible for me to bring that business together? So I do believe this is going to be a really strong tool when you're incorporating vision, web browsing, and obviously the strength of GPT-4 in general. All right, so now that we understand what are some cool things you can do as an everyday user with the new GPT-4 Turbo, I want to take a closer look at GPTs. So GPTs are another pretty cool thing, and here you can go to explore. So when you click that, you'll be able to do the following. First, you can create your own GPT, and I'll show how to do that in a bit. But we also see that OpenAI has created their own kind of GPTs as well. Eventually, we know that OpenAI is going to create a GPT store. And if you make some popular GPTs, there's even going to be revenue sharing. Right now, it just seems that the only way you can get other GPTs are the ones that OpenAI has provided. Or if, for example, there might be a creator that has created a GPT, they can actually share their link to their own GPTs right now. So here I created a thumbnail crafter, and this is a GPT that's going to help me create YouTube thumbnails. Here is a perfect one for a video titled, I Gave My Goldfish My Credit Card. And we can see me being in a crying face, my goldfish going shopping and having all these products that he just recently bought. So if you take a closer look at the thumbnail crafter, I have a quick video that you might be looking at right now where you just kind of give it a title name, tell it what you're doing, and GPT itself is going to program itself based on the information you give it. I personally gave it some knowledge, and this knowledge are a lot of thumbnails that I have generated in the past and that worked well with the title. So it kind of used that knowledge to generate new images. I do want to say it does seem for file contents may be revealed during conversation. So it might be worth noting that, hey, if someone probably prompts it the right way, they might be able to get the information behind your document. All right, so next I wanted to take a closer look at some pretty cool things that you can find on Twitter. So first, I do want to say I recommend following Ethan Mollick. Ethan does share a lot of information. He even created a GPT that can export a MP4. The MP4 is very, very weird, but this is something we've never seen before in OpenAI. So I do believe this is gonna GPTs is gonna create some crazy, crazy things in the future. So next, I wanted to take a closer look at some pretty cool GPTs that have been designed already. This one's gonna be by Amar, and Amar has created a GPT that kind of reads recommends movies and shows based on your taste. So they asked GPT, hey, check out this website. Can you tell me what are the movies I like? And then can you recommend either a movie based on my kind of taste? This one blows my mind. This person passed every frame of this football video to GPT-4 vision and then asked this kind of text translation to make some form of narration or AI sports narrator. The video was over 1,000 frames long, and in theory cost them about $30 to make. But I do believe this is going to be pretty crazy. I mean, in the future, if things get cheaper, imagine being able to make YouTube videos for less than $200-300 and add narrations to it. Now, GPT can also kind of get connected to some of the apps that you use. So here they use it to browse the web to find this year's Coachella lineup and then make a playlist of the highlights. And if we take a closer look, it's taking a closer look at the 2023 lineup and then creates a Spotify playlist that you can find online. Now they actually ended up opening up the Spotify playlist here, and now they have that playlist. So again, this is just the beginning of what we can do, but I do believe the connecting with applications is another thing that's going to blow a lot of people's minds. So that's all I wanted to showcase on today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care and see you next time.